Hello and welcome to issue number 153 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines, create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes. And that's it.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
No Tanner. We can't get the whole crew together for.
I know what's happening. The world is upside down, and this is the only bad thing that's happened as a result.
2020 is just a bad year for Headline Heroes. We haven't been able to get together as much. And that's about it.
Etc. I mean, who can think of anything else?
No.
Actually, kind of good news this week for why Tanner's not here. So good and bad.
Yeah.
So good news. He successfully got his butt surgery, but now he's so dummy thick that he got stuck in a door frame, and
he's not
the firemen
used to
are
it.
there.
I think we've talked about it before, where it's like the opposite of a phantom limb, where like something is now there and you're not used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of his butt situation right now. He just
got a bad angle, bad door frame.
And what's funny is he got stuck in the door frame, but he kind of raised a little bit, so his legs are kind of just dangling. He's just kind of running in place.
It's kind of funny.
He doesn't know what to do.
I mean, all the firemen made sure to take some good pics for Instagram.
Good pics. I mean, he's still in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're working hard, but
they had to call in the jaws of life to get him out of there, but they're still waiting on that. So we just got to go. We just got to go for it.
We tried to maybe get a microphone near him in the door, but there was so much ambient noise from the jaws of life that, you know.
Yeah, because they're just sawing and sawing. They're not. He doesn't want the door ruined, so they're just. I guess
it's a real predicament he's
butt.
gotten himself into.
He might have less of a butt now after this,
but maybe that's okay. He'll still be dummy thick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was a lot. Oh my god. And in better, also good news, I found my hat and I'm happy.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you must have, Drew, if I may say, you're looking very svelte. You must have run for miles. Like, you clearly lost a lot of water.
Yeah. Very, very thin. Sorry, I'm just clicking because I saw that Johnny Bravo is trending on Twitter and I just had to know why.
Okay, hold on.
It's this guy. He's apparently a Chicago police officer.
That police officer who's got the like wild Johnny Bravo style haircut.
Hot shit. Goddamn. You know, mama.
Wasn't there an episode where he dated a deer?
You know,
why did he do that?
I don't know. That Johnny Bravo was maybe one of the more tame.
I'm sorry. I'm completely remembering wrong. It's an antelope. God, what an idiot
okay. Now that you say that, I do remember that. That's weird. Yeah. Then there was like Cow and Chicken, and that was just. I don't even.
There's some shows that I've definitely been reminded of recently. I'm like, what the fuck was I even watching?
What? How would you class those shows? Like, there's the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, but they aren't that. Are they like the cartoon? Is that what it was?
Yes.
On Cartoon Network. Yeah, and that and like I don't know, Powerpuff Girls was in there. Dexter's Lab.
Ed and Eddie.
That
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
What was the one I was just thinking of? Shit. Kids Next Door was one.
Yeah. That was a little after Cow and Chicken though. Like Cow and Chicken I'd say was mid-90s, but Kids Next Door I thought was like early 2000s.
It was, yeah. Courage the Cowardly Dog was another one I was trying to remember. That one. That one was truly bizarre.
Do you remember now we're just doing a nostalgia thing.
That's fine.
Am Weasel.
I are Baboon.
God,
that was another one I would definitely class with Cow and Chicken and Johnny Bravo. It's like the animation style was like
it was like late 90s Cartoon Network animation style.
Yeah. God, that was weird.
Well, anyway, Tanner's gone. IR Baboon, and this is Headline Heroes.
Yeah. Sorry, I just found a whole like. Here's all the.
No, Drew, we can't.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think we've named all the good ones. Yeah. So this is Headline Heroes, where we take today's. No, you know what? I'm sorry, I was stepping on your toes there.
Let me take care of this.
Yeah, please.
Drew, what we do here every week, of course, is you, Tanner, and I, or maybe just Tanner and I, or maybe just you and me, or maybe just you and Tanner, get together and we grab a strange and bizarre headline that have been sent in to us by our loyal listeners, which, by the way, thank you to everyone who, after our desperate plea for more articles last week, did send in a ton of articles. We appreciate it. And we use, back to my description, we use that article.
You don't need pants for the victory dance, because Baboon's better than Weasel.
Oh my God.
We are Baboon Big Star Cartoon.
I am Weasel.
Yeah, I think everyone gets it from there. I am Weasel, and I am Baboon.
I am Weasel, you know. And I just want to, what you're not seeing, what I'm seeing, what no one else is seeing is that was Baboon was on the landing strip, and then Weasel landed a fighter jet on him and said, I am Weasel. Yeah. Things were crazy. All right. No, I'm sorry. Just had to get that.
Well, I mean, just to end to say that thank you for all those articles, but also, we use that headline as an origin story for a superhero or a supervillain. Now, Drew, you were gone last week. Tanner's not here to tell me what we did.
I legitimately don't remember anything about the super thing you made. But here's what I do remember is just a lot of chipmunk talk.
Yes. So last week we made Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, which is a great movie that everyone should go check out. It's really good. And I don't think I need to say any more about that episode.
Yeah.
And of course we all recognize that, the Squeakquel is a villain, whether or not you like the movie. So this week we're doing a hero.
Okay. Yeah.
Send this to the group chat just so Tanner gets a little taste of what's going on. You remember this guy?
Yeah, he was in Cow and Chicken. He was like the red devil that just loved his ass.
And he was so fucking weird.
He loved his ass. It was like the cartoon had like that's two red devils they had because they had was it him?
I think it was his name.
In Powerpuff Girls. God, what just craziness.
They just kind of let anything happen, huh?
Yeah, just whatever. But I think that was also the era of like the Justice League TV show, which was amazing. And,
both different tracks.
And then like Toonami would like come on eventually.
That was
like
good.
it was like Dragon Ball. God, good times. Anyway, yeah, that's that guy.
So we're making a hero this week.
Yeah.
And I've picked an article at random, which for you is number... Okay, this is, I think, the first time this has ever happened, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this article was sent in independently by two separate people.
And one of them is not Carl Sorensen. I think
one of them is not Carl.
One of them happened with Carl before, but we don't really count that.
Okay. Well, this is mostly because Carl is a dear friend of us both, and this is the first two independent people we've had.
That is true. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. Not to shit on Carl, but
he's beloved.
He knows.
So this article was sent in by Cat and Caboodle and Curtis Erickson.
Curtis Clutch Erickson.
Thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you, Cat.
And that article, of course, I don't know if I said the number, is number 7, and is Louisiana man faces charges for swimming in a sporting goods store fish tank. Which is, this is a great article. I really like this one already.
That's a good one. All right. And I already forgot. We're making a hero, right?
Yes.
Cool. It's just so dang forgetful.
And apropos, he did this because he made a promise on TikTok that if he got 2,000 likes, he would jump in the tank. And he got way more than that and, quote, didn't want to be a liar.
What a world we live in. This is
now I gotta look at a video, right?
Well, yeah, there's a video. Yeah, just play that.
Full screen it. Dog, turn your phone horizontal.
Yeah, what's up with this vertical shit? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the second TikTok video that you and me have done together without Tanner. Because we did that one with the guy in the Wendy's sink.
Oh, yeah.
And both of them were like TikTok. People on TikTok just being shitty at other people's employment. And let me just say, the world is toxic and I hate it. Because now think about it, they show him running off in the distance. Someone's got to clean that up. Come on,
dude,
everyone.
Like, you're saying Bass Pro Shops filed a complaint saying it cost them money to empty out the 13,000 gallon aquarium.
Yeah, they got to clean
it.
the whole thing because you don't know what that guy's got. He could have gum in his pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe his cheeks are dummy thick and he slapped a bunch of fish and they're unconscious in the water.
Yeah, this guy does have a Tanner look to him.
Wait, is that Tanner? Hold on.
It might be Tanner.
Let me zoom in.
You ever been to a
hero?
Have you ever been to a Bass Pro Shop?
No, this is kind of
a
shockingly. Like, given that I grew up in rural Wisconsin, I've never been to a Bass Pro Shop. I didn't even know that they had this tank in there.
I've been to a Cabela's and there's definitely tanks there, but like I couldn't even begin to tell you how to get into one.
I thought you were saying, I don't even know how to tell you how to get into a Cabela's. It is a mystery to me.
I don't know. I keep
trying, and they have to knock me out.
I keep going to Cabela's, and I'm just wandering around it one time, and like I don't know what to do.
Like feeling the walls, like knocking. Get in here.
Yeah, and just scratching at it, and then they just tell me to go away. It's usually at like 2, 3 a.m. It's the best time to go to Cabela's.
There's nobody there.
I don't think I've ever been to a Bass Pro Shop. I don't think I've ever been to a Dick's Sporting Goods. There's just a few stores I've just never been in.
Is Bass Pro Shops owned by Cabela's or vice versa?
I don't think so.
Maybe
they are.
Because when I go to Bass Pro Shops and I use their retail store location, it'll show you Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops. Oh, and it says here Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's are one team now, so they probably just got bought.
Oh, they just got bought. They combined. I wonder who bought who.
Well, now I'm going to the Cabela's Wikipedia page. I'm just gonna they acquired Bass Pro Shops.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say one. I think is clearly like a little.
Yeah, I mean, Cabela's just being a general outdoor store.
Yeah.
You almost just have to assume would have the greater.
Yeah.
Value.
What's your fishing experience?
Oh, wait. No, now we're going to Drew, cut all that shit out.
What?
On October 3rd, 2016, Bass Pro Shops announced an agreement to acquire Cabela's.
Oh.
I thought
maybe Cabela's is only big around here.
Of Bass Pro Shops, but it's acquisition by Bass Pro Shops.
Maybe it's only big around here that I'm thinking of Cabela's.
That's crazy. $5.5 billion.
And there's only like one around here, and it's like an hour south.
Well, Bass Pro Shops, for what it's worth, has $8 billion in revenue a year. And it doesn't look like Cabela's says how much.
That's kind of weird for a place that only like promotes bass fishing.
You know, it does say Bass Pro Shops is an American privately held retailer of hunting, fishing, camping, and other outdoor related merchandise. So they might do more now. I mean, maybe they started as.
But it's got to be just bass camping and bass hunting, right? Then you're the true Bass Pro.
Well, yeah, you really need to immerse yourself in the whole lifestyle to call yourself a true Bass Pro.
Do you think they have the talking bass? They gotta.
Big mouth. Oh, yeah. Well, hold on. Let me just. Sorry, everyone who wants us to make a hero. I'm really busy searching if they have the big mouth. So they do not have a big mouth Billy Bass or whatever.
Why?
I know.
Maybe there's just like conflicting trademark.
Maybe they're out of stocks.
Yeah. Anyway.
What are we going to do about this hero?
Oh, we talked enough bullshit. Now let's get down to brass tacks. All right.
Okay, hold on. I have something that I wonder if we sort of stumbled on something, and I'm wondering if maybe we could work our way back.
Okay.
What if the guy that we're making is the Bass Pro?
Okay.
And I don't know what that means exactly, but like I almost think it's a concept worth pursuing because we sort of stumble on it naturally.
So that's the name. A rare time where we have the name first. The Bass Pro.
Because like what I'm thinking is this dude jumps in this tank. Hi, somebody needs to get justice for that. And maybe that's the Bass Pro who comes after this guy.
Oh, so you're saying that this guy isn't the guy. This is just some vagabond, rough.
The man who jumped in the tank is just some ruffian.
Just some douchebag.
Don't care about him. except for the fact that he's now harmed these fish in this tank, and so
Yeah.
the Bass Pro is going to deliver justice.
And they call in.
I don't know.
There's
What do you
like
think?
the manager at the Bass Pro Shop is just like, and he like has to pull out the camouflage telephone.
It's hidden,
Only
of course,
one
'cause it's
line,
camouflage.
it goes right to the Bass Pro. And the Bass Pro comes in and he's like investigating the scene, the crime. And like, I've been playing a lot of Witcher again, so I imagine it's like investigating, like kneeling down, looking at like, and there's like a clear trail of water and like able to follow that for a little
He
bit.
touches the water when he's like,
Yeah.
these are size 13. I don't know if they're what is
Cat.
what is
He's
the name of
wearing-
a brand? I can't think of a boot brand for to save my life.
Dockers.
I was thinking Dockers too, but do they
But-
make shoes?
They make shoes. They probably make boots. I mean,
Well, okay, hold on.
How about Red Wing? Or
Docker boots for men. Yeah, I mean they make some boots.
Yeah, okay.
They're like more fashionable boots, but
What
like,
about,
they're boots? I'll count it.
What about galoshes?
Yeah, this is the size 13 Dockers. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's able to like, okay, and then he goes over to the shoe department, and because obviously this guy must have probably bought the Dockers at.
Because he's clearly a fan of the store.
Yeah, and he's like, when was the last time you sold this size? And they're like, you're in luck, only one pair.
So he's kind of like a Batman,
Yeah.
detective style.
So
stuff
far,
going on.
nothing Bass Pro about him, but
Yeah, we're getting there. He's got
We
you
need-
got to do the footwork before you get to the flashy stuff, you know?
yeah, before you get to the fins.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Got to do the footwork before the fin work.
Yeah. Come to find out, this guy has fled to the island country of Bassovia,
Oh, fuck.
and you can't get. Oh boy! And you know what? The rules. You common jurisdiction can't reach him there because Bassovia is a sovereign country and just like won't take it. So like, but the Bass Pro, he doesn't have any.
He's sort of like
rules
a
and
neutral
regulation.
party.
He
A
can
man
go
with
over.
no country.
Yeah,
Only the Bass Pro Shop.
He can go over and make them squeal.
So,
So then
did
the
this-
Bass Pro just jumps in and just starts swimming like a bass.
Through the ocean,
Yeah,
kind of sideways, like flipping his feet,
Flipping.
sort of like a fish. Yeah,
It's very inefficient, but he's pretty good at it.
It shouldn't work. And honestly, he should just fly there or like go on a boat or something.
Well, here's the thing: Bassovia can only
where are you gonna
get
fly?
there. What?
Yeah, I sorry, I was kind of jumping to it was like how you can't fly there because
You can't. They don't have airports. They don't. Yeah, and they don't. They will shoot you down. They don't want that. You can only swim
without
there.
a second thought.
Yeah, they don't even want boats. You got to swim there.
And he will.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay.
Did this guy swimming in the tank have an ulterior motive? Was the TikTok thing just a
Cover.
cover?
He stole the rarest bass in the world and was gonna take it back to Bassovia.
Oh my god! Of course, the rarest bass, of course, is
The white spotted belly carp bass.
oh my god, that is the best one.
Yeah, there's only one.
And he's got it now.
He's got it now. So now the Bass Pro. Now, does the Bass Pro have like fishing powers? Like, is able to like track fish? Maybe that's why he's sent. Hell yeah, I'm loving where this is going. There's been a crime of the highest malicious.
So now, and just say the name of that fish again. I'm just gonna mark it down.
Okay, what did I say?
That's a great question.
The white spotted belly carp bass.
Okay, just gonna do a quick white spotted.
Wait, are you looking to see if it's a real thing?
No, I'm
what if it is?
literally marking it down because I'm not gonna remember that.
Yeah. The WSBCB.
Maybe commonly shortened to just the carp bass.
Yeah. Is that a thing? I mean, that's two different
I'm
fish,
looking
of
now.
course.
The carp bass. Wait, hold on. Now I gotta look because Yeah, I don't see anything that says the carp bass is.
There is just carp, and then there is bass. But this is wow.
Do carp scare away bass? Are carp bad for bass?
Oh,
Do bass and carp get along? I like this because it maybe implies that like there's
That's
some
how
sort of
rare it
animosity
is.
between the two.
but because this one exists, it's like, oh boy. Now I'm thinking that there's two species they're trying to like, and now this is the missing link to get them to get along. But we don't have to even do that.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a movie from the 90s or something where like the exact science of the evil plan isn't clear. It doesn't really matter. You just want to see the hero beat up the villain and you're good. So
the Bass Pro is on the case.
So what are the Bass Pro's? So he's got to Bassovia.
Yes.
But like, what are his abilities? Like, I think maybe now is a good time to surf.
I'm assuming like if he's a pro, like if it's fishing based, maybe he can do stuff like with scent, and he can like put down scent, and because you get that gulp, and it's smelly, it's stinky, and it attracts the fish, and maybe that's one of the things he can do.
Did you say gulp?
I'm pretty sure that's the brand.
Oh, it's a brand.
It's like artificial fake like worm looking things, or at least that's what my dad used to get. And like
yeah, for sure.
And it's smelly.
Berkeley gulp.
And
Berkeley, I guess, is the name as well. But yeah, there I see him here. I'm looking at the Bass Pro Shops fishing category just to remind myself of what exactly is involved in fishing, because I think it's probably been I don't know, how old am I now? Am I 28?
You are 29 now, my dude. I don't know how to tell you this.
It's probably been 15 years since I fished.
I had to think about that yesterday. I couldn't remember my own age. I thought I was 28.
Yeah, because 91 is 2020. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but
okay.
you know what? No, I'm 30.
Yeah, you gotta keep that going.
I'm 30.
I think definitely we gotta do something with lures. Like he has super attractive lures,
and they can smell. He can make anything.
And they can smell. The smell is like,
and he can have like specially tailored scent for like any fish.
So he learned all about this dude before he started swimming. He is like he learned from his family that the guy really liked. I'm sorry. You go on. Well, I'm just trying to think of what he would like. He was a big fan of like a Taco Bell Baja Blast, and so he's like, okay, I know that's going to be part of the scent that I make for him.
Yeah. Yeah. No, wait, is he scenting to attract the robber or the fish?
Well, I mean, he's got to get both, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta get justice, but also gotta save the fish. I mean, fish is obviously the priority.
And maybe if he can find the fish, he can find the guy. But also, maybe if he can find the guy, he can find the fish.
Exactly. So you got two-pronged approach. You try and find them both. Now, does he have... Okay, so first of all, he is definitely wearing... I'm just going to skip real quickly to what he's wearing, his
he's got
costume.
that vest.
He has to have the vest. He has to have polarized sunglasses.
Yeah.
With a wide rim.
And he's got to have that floppy hat and numerous lures stuck in that hat.
He's got to be ready at any time.
Yeah. He's got a collapsible fishing rod on his back.
Oh, yeah. And he's got to be an expert at casting and catching somebody.
So are we not doing anything like supernatural or anything? This is maybe a Hawkeye for fish.
I think it kind of is the Hawkeye for fish, and maybe we'll get to some stuff that, I mean, there's like borderline supernatural ability, but like it's never like, and then he flies. It's just like he's very good at
instead of flying around or doing anything, he's very good at swimming, of course, but he can use that fishing rod to like just grapple, swing.
Oh, grapple swing, yeah, I love it.
Go up to high places. He's got no fear. He can jump off. If there's water below him, he's fine. Or he can swing some more with that fishing rod.
What is bow fishing? Whoa.
Is it when they use a bow and arrow? And
exactly. I didn't realize that there was a whole category for it. I feel like our guy's not into that because that feels like we're actually making Hawkeye then.
No.
He does, of course, he's got to have his maybe like a tackle box backpack or something like that because he's got to have it on his person, but he doesn't want to have it. He's got to be able to move his arms freely.
Yeah. Yeah. And he can take it off and really get in there, or he keeps his most important, most useful stuff right on his vest. And he's got, I would say, a utility little belt. It's got little stuff on there. Various strings, depending on the situation. He can He can on-string and restring his fishing rod in like seconds.
He's a master with the.
He's
with
very
fishing
good
line.
at it. Do you think, like, part of me kind of wants to do this, but it would, yeah, I guess he could have it in addition to his reel, but like around his waist, could he also have his own like spool of fishing line and it's just connected to his hips? And I mean, that could come in handy.
No, I'm. Do you mean like he's literally taken a roll of fishing line and just like wrapped it around himself over and over and over again?
No,
or
like
what
a
are you
spool.
saying?
There's an actual reel attached to his hip and it's got fishing line on it.
Oh, no, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, and he can
That's
like,
amazing.
I mean, he can access it for, I mean, sometimes you got to tie a baddie up.
Ooh, could he make what are those things called? Bolos? Out of
a tie?
Sinkers?
Oh, you mean like the swinging thing that you swing in the air with the weighted end?
I thought those were also called bolos.
I think they might.
What are they called then?
Bolos.
Rope weapon with
bola. It's called a bola.
Oh, it's called a bola? Really? Okay.
Although I enjoy the idea of him wearing a bolo tie.
Bolo tie with sinkers on it.
I mean, if you think, I mean, it kind of, a bola and a bolo tie kind of have a similar look to it.
I like, I'm willing to take the bolo with the bola.
Maybe. I don't know. But you're saying like various
Basically, he
fishing
can make
weights
out of fishing line and sinkers. He can make a bola that he can throw.
Oh, can he just whip that up in the moment? Maybe he has a few repaired, but can also just like, if he
mean,
needs them, can make them.
Yeah, 100%.
And
he's quick.
Of course, he has a filleting knife, like for filleting fish. He's just got that on him.
Yeah. Never uses it to make, I wouldn't say he uses it to stab anyone, but you need it.
It's a last resort.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose that's good to have.
Yeah. Good to have a knife. Trying to think of a net of some sort.
Net probably important. Net seems important for fishing.
Collapsible net on his back. Maybe it's like, again, been playing a lot of Witcher, so there's the two swords on the back. So
yeah, I'll be honest, I was kind of circling the whole like two somethings on his back look.
Yeah, and he's got the two swords in the game on his back, so it's like net and fishing rod. But he also, I forget, we said he has the tackle box on his back as well. Or bear with me, what if the tackle box and all that is on the front? He's got that.
Because then he can access it super easily.
And he can get to it real quick. Also, it's bulletproof.
And you can still see the vest behind it, of course.
Yeah.
We don't want to cover it up.
It's very clear.
He's put a lot of, he's the Bass Pro. He's put a lot of work into making sure that.
His whole look. Holy shit. Does he wear like waders?
I mean, we haven't talked about the bottom yet, but I kind of imagine so, huh?
He's got to have waders.
Gotta have waders.
God, and the thing about waders is like they go all the way up. So like, what if what if he just has like, well, no, they don't have to go all the way up, but like he could like reach into his pants and just pull shit out.
Yeah, why not? Like more collapsed fishing poles and stuff like that.
Maybe he has
untold riches inside those.
A very comedically like small fishing rod for very special circumstances.
So I think we've pretty accurately described his look and his abilities. What is he? So he's on the island. Do we want to describe a little bit more what he's doing there? What do we want to? What's the word?
So obviously, the white spotted belly carp bass is in the throne room of the
Basovia.
What?
Of
Basovia's
Basovia.
Yeah, like the king or the queen.
So this was not in.
This is a political scandal now.
Okay, all right. It's gone all the way up. It's not just some independent person.
And maybe he slowly discovers that as he maybe finds the guy who dove into and then he's just like, this goes. You have no idea. This goes all the way up.
Or maybe for fishing, like all the way down.
All the way down. You don't want to. This is a pond you do not want to wade into, my friend. It's, it's murky, it's algae. But then he's just like, those are the best fishing conditions and knocks him out.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He truly is the Bass Pro.
Yeah. on a rainy day, you gotta cast towards that dock. That's where the fish like to hang out, is underneath that dock.
Mm-hmm. Do you like fishing? I don't know if we ever
No.
talked about that. No, I don't really either.
Not really. My dad is really big into fishing. He just got a new boat. I'm very happy with it.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah.
I'll go out on a boat and drink.
Yeah, that's what I love to do. I go out and what I would do is my dad would be like, "Hey, do you want a fishing license?" Because we go on a vacation. I'm like, literally, it's wasted on me. You don't want that. But I will go out on the boat while he's fishing and like read a book and drink a beer. That's nice. Also, I'll be in charge of the trolling motor. I don't know if you're familiar with that concept.
I feel like I half know.
It's a smaller motor. So you have your big motor on your boat, but then you put in this smaller motor that's literally just a pole, and you stick it in the water, and it's like attached, and it's just a propeller on the end, and you can
slow movements,
very slow, and you can control it with like pedals, basically. Like one pedal will rotate it, and you can pick a direction, and then one will like accelerate. And you can turn it all the way around like 360.
And you're in charge of that.
Yeah, I'm trolling boy. It's very good. I can do that. That's fine. My dad will be like, "Hey, let's move that way." I'm like, "Aye, Captain," as I turn another page of my fantasy novel.
And then drink a beer.
Crack a bud. It's fine. It's great. And get some sun while I'm out there. Take that shirt off. No one cares in the middle of a lake. I care.
Take
a
off your
little
shirt.
bit.
Put your shirt back on.
Someone like, oh, I didn't even see that guy over there. Damn it.
Damn, he was on top of
it. He was watching. Yeah, but you said you hadn't fished in maybe 15 years.
Man, yeah. I think so my thought process was like, I think maybe I'd enjoy it more now because it's like just kind of sitting and like having a beer and not doing anything. And then I'm like, I can just do that without the fishing part. What am I saying?
Yeah, that's fine. I would rather just sit on a dock and do nothing and drink than sit on a dock and fish and drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what half of our bachelor parties have been.
Yeah, just sit
on a dock and drink beer.
It's great. I love it. Yeah, I would say I've definitely fished in my 20s at some point. So probably I've fished more recently than you. I've skinned a fish before.
It's possible I have. I feel like I would remember.
Or it's not really skinning a fish. Is it skinning a fish? God, fuck.
Filleting a fish?
Skinning.
Gutting fish.
Is it skinning a fish?
Open.
Was
it cleaning a fish? I think
cleaning. There it is. Yeah, I've done that.
Do you want to take that again, Drew? We can just cut out all that shit.
No, I really don't care how much the world knows that I don't know fishing anything. But yeah, surprisingly, I've cleaned a fish, and that goes completely against everything that I am. I don't like blood and guts, but yet yet
you cut that bad boy open.
I cut that bad boy open. Yeah, I've caught bass before, sunfish, northerns. One time I hooked I believe it was a northern, in the side. I dragged that bad boy in. Ugh. Didn't you? It was gruesome.
Yeah, I imagine because he can't he can kind of flop, but he can't. All he could
do was swim in circles as I was pulling him in, and he was really, and that gives him a lot more like range of movement. It felt like it was really fighting me, and then I saw that, and I was like, no more. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I always hated the part where you had to put. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe people also don't want to hear us talk about this, but I always hated baiting the hook. Like the stuff where it's like the artificial stuff is fine. But when it's like, look at these worms.
I don't like the creepy crawlies. Don't care for
gross.
that. Don't like that. My dad would also fish with leeches, and I was like, get those the fuck away from me.
Holy shit. No, thank you.
I don't want those. That's why I always liked lures. Lures was the way to go. And just, hanging out there. You don't have to bait those. They'll just go for them. Yeah, leeches. My dad has done minnows. My dad has done night crawlers. Yeah, that's about it.
Maybe Bass Pro. Maybe the Bass Pro uses leeches.
But I tell you what,
leeches at the people so they get really tired really fast because their blood is being drained.
Oh yeah.
Last resort, but or semi-last resort.
He's got some live bait on him, but really that's just for him. That's for when he's finally got some time to himself. Yeah. I was gonna one last thing before we move back onto our boy. I love fishing in games. You cannot stop me from doing that. Video games, hell yeah, I'm going for it. God,
Very strange that that appeals to you.
Stardew, yeah, I'm going for it. Red Dead Redemption, probably the most realistic like fishing video game thing I've ever, besides like an actual like fishing video game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you really have to wrestle those fish. Maybe the most unrealistic thing about Red Dead Redemption is that he fits his fishing rod. He like collapses it. This is like 1890, and he collapses it down and he sticks his little satchel, and then he's pulling in like pound fish, like huge fish, pounds and pounds of fish with this collapsible rod. It's like that thing would snap into.
Yeah.
Fun, but yeah. I mean, you work with what you got, Arthur Morgan. Anyway, back to the Bass Pro.
So what do we have left?
Okay. So we've kind of talked about his investigation. He's smelling. He's like tracking down every rumor of the spotted belly white carp bass.
The white spotted belly carp bass.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Good thing I wrote it down.
And you know what? A spotted carp or a spotted belly carp bass, still rare, but like not as rare. The white spotted. The white one is where that's just one of a kind. Yeah, and then he like manages to I don't know. Does he accidentally take down a sovereign king and queen in the? Maybe they're horrible people, and he takes them down unintentionally at the same time as recovering the fish.
Maybe does he realize after this that maybe he's the Bass Pro and he's in Bassovia? Is this he was a man without a people, but maybe these are his people. Maybe he was. He discovers.
I've got an idea. Hey. Yes, you're right, because as he is now, he only works for Bass Pro Shop, and that's like, I mean, corporate job. You don't want to be in that your whole life.
9 to 5,
I hate it. And then most of the time, he's just sitting in a room waiting for that phone to ring. That actually sounds kind of cool. It's and he's got a dock set up in there. He's drinking beer. It's great. But anyway, no, he doesn't want that corporate job. But what if he gets and he confronts the king and the queen, and they're like, no, you don't understand. And like, he's like pointing behind them, and he sees the white spotted belly carp bass behind them. And then from off out of it, like within it swims into view. There's another one, and they're in love.
Oh my God. They're trying to save the species.
Yeah. Bassovia is good.
Their methods are questionable in that, and he's like,
and now he finally suddenly understands why they've done it. The king and queen, good people. He also has like beat the shit out of people all the way, like trying to figure out this conspiracy. So he feels bad about the pop.
Yeah, a little bad, but they understand.
Yeah. All right. So that positions him to now, I guess, work for this monarchy. Or live with this monarchy, or like retire here.
They make him just like a citizen of the Bassovia.
Okay,
and he's happy because he's more than just his job now. He's found fulfillment.
Why is it saying the closest Bass Pro Shop to me is in Altoona, Iowa? What the fuck?
I know, that's what's saying for me too.
Is there seriously not a Bass Pro Shop?
There's not one in the Twin Cities.
Oh. Altoona's
that's when we started getting on the whole Cabela's discussion.
Altoona's like all the way close to Des Moines.
All right, well, next time we go to Des Moines, we'll take a little pit stop.
Maybe, now I gotta look.
Oh, Mabel's excited.
Okay, yeah, it is a suburb of Des Moines. That was gonna be real embarrassing. Oh, that's where Adventureland is. I love Adventureland. Adventureland. Okay, I think that kind of wraps it up. That ends.
Yeah,
it.
we needed to discuss a comic book cover quickly, but we've already got the name, the Bass Pro.
Bass Pro, and we've already done the costume. That was very fun. Trying to, maybe it's a like very. I'm trying to think how to show it, but like him reeling in literally a robber or someone. maybe it's like very stylistic, and he's like much bigger, and it's like forced perspective. His waders are huge.
Yes,
and he's very big. It's kind of a Paul Bunyan feel to him, and he's like reeling in.
So that the person
fish.
he's reeling in is like proportionally the size of a fish as far as it looks.
There's like a fishing basket next to him, and there's like there's like legs popping out. There's like a robber trying to crawl out.
And they're all wearing the like black and white like, striped stuff. So you know that they're bad people. He's not just kidnapping people.
How the band or the burglar looked in The Sims. All of them like that. Yeah, that's cool. I was going to suggest this would be horrible though. Do you know how you can put fish on a chain?
Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that. No, Drew, you trusted your instincts, and that was good.
Not to do that. Yeah, no. But now I put it out there, and I'm gonna keep it in. God, that's just terrifying. Okay, well, I think we're done then. I guess I can. You did most everything at the front, so I can do.
Yeah, do you want to play us out, and
yes.
then I'll say some things, and then you will say more things.
I'll just grab my fiddle. Oh, wouldn't that be something? My mom is giving me a banjo, and I just don't know how to bring that up. So there it is.
She's giving it. Was it your grandpa's or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she's giving me a banjo, so I gotta learn how to play. All I can think of is
Oh, you can get the finger picks thing.
Yeah. All I can think of is the episode of Bob's Burger. Bob's Burgers where he gets a banjo yes. and he's trying to like have a banjo moment. Yeah. And like he's waiting for Lynn to fall asleep. Pulls out the banjo. Oh, is this not it? Is this not a banjo moment? That's what I'm going to turn into. Yeah. So one of these days I'll play the banjo. Anyway, so this has been issue 153 of Headline Heroes. Today we created the superhero, the Bass Pro. Or is it Bass Pro? Or is it the Bass Pro?
I think it's the Bass Pro.
The Bass Pro.
I feel like it's got to have the in it. I don't
know. Yeah, the Bass
Pro. Otherwise, you might just think that they're using slang for the shop itself.
You're right. Yeah. It's kind of like how I call it Meanards.
I've been begging you, pleading for you to stop doing that.
Anyway, our fishing superhero who uses an array of fishing tools to track down fish is an expert fisherman and I guess hunts fish crime, and has now retired in the sovereign country of Basovia. So we wish him luck.
Well-deserved rest.
Yeah. What else? Oh, you know what? Brett
What's
Jacobson.
That?
He does the art for our show.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Check that out. The thing about so thank you, Brett. Of course, we want to thank you for doing the art for our show. The thing about Brett is he's not a fan of fishing, but it's not for the reason you would expect. He just doesn't like the abuse to fishing poles.
Yeah, he finds them to be like sort of God's implements, and to sully them by using them for fishing is
not. He doesn't like
strictly against his new religion. And if you ask, he'll give you a pamphlet about it, but I would recommend not asking.
I would love to accumulate everything we say about Brett. All true.
All of the true things that we have said about Brett.
Yeah, I'll just do a special episode where we just put all those together.
I mean, like, what are we talking here? 153 episodes.
And we probably do like it right away.
10 seconds. 10 to 15 seconds average.
At least 100. Oh, you know what, Nate? I am looking in Altoona. I have Altoona pulled up. There is a Haynes Park in Altoona.
Oh, fuck.
It's spelled the same way, too. So, yeah, there's like 3 sidewalks in this place. Wow. Cool. Yeah, we'll supercut that someday. It's also right next to the O'Reilly Auto Parts store. So,
okay, check my math here.
Yeah.
Let's say an average of 15 seconds we talk about Brett.
Yeah.
We have 153 episodes.
Yes, but I'm willing to bet we don't do the Brett goof right away. Maybe took us 30 episodes.
30, you think?
Let's be generous, yeah.
Okay, so 123. So 15 seconds times 123 episodes. That's 1845. So that's seconds. 1845 divided by 60. That should give us minutes. That's 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah,
this just seems like so much.
That is generous because we talk about Brett sometimes for like a while.
Yeah, so it's probably longer than that. So one day there's a good bonus episode.
We'll release the Brett cut.
Hey, you know what? while we're talking about Brett, there's one other thing that I was actually thinking of. We should also thank Carl Sorensen.
Yeah.
Carl, of course, we mentioned earlier, he does the music for our podcast and helps with all the post-production of the audio. And sent us in a lot of good articles and just all around a good guy. And if you're interested in working with him on any sort of musical project, be it for a podcast or otherwise, you can reach out to him at carljsorensen.com.
If you come across any articles, we'd love to have them sent our way. You can send them our email, headlineheroescast@gmail.com. We have our Twitter at headline_heroes, and give us a follow while you're there. We have a Facebook group, of course, and a subreddit, r-headline heroes. If you want to call in, leave us a voicemail. We could play it on the show. We'd love to hear from you. The number is 319-596-6766, so give us a call. Whatever you're listening to us on, be it iTunes, Google Play, or any other podcast app, if you have the ability, give us a rating and a review. Tell us what you think. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend about us, and finally, thank you for listening, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.